Hello. Um, I want to talk about 1976's Taxi Driver by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster, Harvey Keitel, Sybil Shepherd. Sybil Shepherd, of course, is absolutely fucking gorgeous in it. Robert De Niro plays a taxi driver who marauds around town, and much has been said about this and the theme of it being identity. Is he a hero or a villain? That's a more simplistic view of it. Obviously, he's considering murdering a politician, which has correlations with today's, um, character assassination of the assassin who killed Charlie Kirk. Or is he a hero, which that assassin probably thought he was, in trying to say it. In the case of Taxi Driver, he's trying to save Jodie Foster. Um, the theme of identity is something that it's how the plot is hung on the film. Is he going to do one thing or the other? With the overarching tension being, is he going to kill or hurt somebody? It's violence that looms over the whole film. But really, what I think the central drive of the film is we're going back to Freud's beyond the pleasure principle, which is a psychological idea Freud came up with, that there's an innate self-destructive mechanism in all of us. And there's a real desperate hero complex. You see it floating around on Instagram or TikTok shorts. A guy will push a pram out of the way of a car and the "I'm unstoppable" will come on and play it. And the sense of worthless that plagues everybody because of modern marketing, which is way more pervasive than it was back then. This is mostly kind of a post-traumatic stress or lack of social development post-Vietnam. I mean, he grows up in an overwhelming, or it's never really alluded to what kind of upbringing he had, but he's completely alienated post-Vietnam. He's young, he hasn't got the life experience, and he's finding it difficult to identify in a new, chaotic New York. New York famously had massive economic difficulties in the 70s. And the social political climate of America at the time was plagued by, of course, Vietnam. And I think this is what De Niro was wrestling with, to blow up or to thrive. And maybe I've wrestled with a bit of that myself, in forms of, say, alcohol or drug taking or just ludicrous behaviour. But you can identify with it on multiple different levels. Trying to shop your life away, or blow up a job, not going in on purpose for no reason, and even refusing to try and get the job back, just setting fire to your life. Of course, it's cast by Bernard Herrmann, who died after he finished the score. Scorsese envisaged the film as something a more manic score like Psycho. Bernard Herrmann saw the sadness in this guy. I mean, he's a young man at the start of his life. There's no reason for him to throw it all away. And I think that kind of correlation of youthful passion and old sympathy, if you will, just came together to create beauty. It's interesting to see if you put Hitchcock's score over it. Somebody should do that with AI or editing power. If you're out there, somebody should do that. Score the whole film to Hitchcock's Psycho. That'd be a cracker, actually. The mind races. Yeah, identity is something that plagues all of Scorsese's films. He's been tormented by the idea in his head of artist or capitalist. But unbeknownst to himself, he's been both. He's an artist working in a capitalist society. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. And the theme of identity harks all the way up to Departed, which I'll take care of next. Although the film kind of takes on ideas of patriarchy and police and moral corruption as well. The whole kind of law enforcement criminal endeavour of society. So yeah, look, any thoughts or opinions, like and subscribe. I'm getting a thumbnail soon. Hit me up.